Hey, what's going on?
Come on, you looking good, looking great now. Come on.
You know I'm a stickler for time, so yes,
Yes.
on time, 8 o'clock
Yes.
it is.
You know, I love the on time. I love that. We don't want to be late. We want to start a discussion right on time and early when the people are in. So first off, how are you going? How's everything going on with you today?
Things are really good. You know, it's a vibe. So things
Yes.
have been really, really great. You know, it's Friday, so happy Friday. Happy Friday
Yes.
to everyone in the DMV who's actually joining us. I'm so excited to be a part of this, a part of your life, a part of, what you offer to the community. It's much needed, and you're the number one hype man, so you know that.
Oh, okay. Look, I appreciate that coming from the celebrity esthetician now, the one and only Kimo Bentley. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate the love, and also I appreciate you and your work, especially how you've been helping me out with my skin and my care routines and everything. Because before, I'm not gonna lie, as a man, I really didn't think I had to really, get facials and go to an esthetician or anything like that. I just thought, wash my face, do a mask here and there. But, going to you, you really taught me a lot. And I want to definitely dig deep into your background, your career, and ask you a few questions, a lot of questions actually, and
Yes.
skincare routine questions to help others out who are on their journey as well. So, Kimo
Okay.
Bentley, explain to everybody what you do. I already explained, like, you are an esthetician, but can you
Yes.
dig deep and let us know what that really is for those who don't know?
Yes, so I am actually a licensed master esthetician. I'm nationally and internationally licensed in 44 plus countries worldwide. So I practice skincare on a professional basis. So it's kind of like I'm a professional pimple popper. Let's put it. I think we spoke about that when you came in for your facial.
Yes.
Estheticians do many different things. They don't only beat a good face with makeup, but they also handle chemical peels, microdermabrasions, body contouring, a lot of like advanced skincare services. We work in synergy with a lot of doctors, plastic surgeons. Sometimes we work on set, backstage for movies, getting a lot of people that are, in front of the camera or even off of the camera prepared. So whether you're a working mom or a working dad that, has stuff going on, or even if you don't have stuff going on, it's really, really important to come check out an esthetician and get those services, because a lot of people, especially men I encounter, they're like, oh, I don't think I need anything. I have good skin. But it's not about having just good skin and leaving it right there. Yes, 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 I hear black don't crack, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But we crack in different ways. We get dark spots, uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. That's how we crack. We might not see the wrinkles, but we see a lot of discoloration and pigmentation. I've been in the industry for about 21 years this year, and a lot of my customers, clients, patients, that's what they encounter. I treat my people of color. I treat people of all skin types, but I specialize in skin of color because, I want someone that looks like me that's treating my skin and vice versa. I can relate to you. I can explain to you because I'm also going through it. This doesn't look like this all the time. I do get breakouts, acne, dark spots, all kind of stuff. So if I say, okay, well, this is what I'm using, trust me, this is really what I'm using. Sometimes I come in, my face will be peeling because I did a chemical peel. I'm not going to hide the fact that I have acne, I have dark spots, but there are methods and ways to treat it, and that's what's most important. Hey, Tequila, I just wanted to stop and say, I see my
I know,
friends.
I see people in the comments, they're coming in. I see someone in the clapping
Support.
emojis.
Hey, Keisha, how are you?
So, Kimo, what were you always interested in skin? What got you interested in, taking this path and making this career for your life?
So my daughter had eczema as a baby, and I went to the doctor, and they just decided to present me with a prescription. And I wasn't happy with just a prescription. She was my first baby, and I'm like, look, I just don't want to throw this steroid on her for this eczema. So I went home and I started doing a lot of research. And, that was about 17 years ago. So, I did a lot of like encyclopedia research, the internet was there, but it wasn't quite there. So you had to do a lot of library stuff, and, it wasn't, what it really is today. So I divulged into, learning alternatives for treating eczema, natural skincare, natural alternatives, skin brightening, dermatitis, that type of stuff. And I treated my daughter with a oatmeal bar for her eczema, and in about 6 months it cleared. So I went back for my follow-up visit with the doctor, and she said to me, she's like, "Oh, so the prescription worked." I'm like, "Did not."
What I did worked. What I did myself worked.
Yes.
The Black-owned business, the Black-owned research got what got done. No, I mean, that's a beautiful thing. So it happened. So you got started when it hit home, when it was affecting your daughter,
yes.
and you saw that a lot of these different dermatologists or estheticians who aren't of color sometimes prescribe us these different steroids and different medication that sometimes is harmful to the Black skin.
Exactly. And the thing I like about estheticians is that we take our time with you. It's just not writing a script and sending you out the door really quickly. There are very few derms that I can probably count on one hand that actually takes the time to talk to you, takes the time to really find out, okay, what's going on? How can we help? Is it something else besides that, condition type of thing? So sometimes there's a lot of hand-holding needed, especially when it's something like your skin you're dealing with. Self-esteem plays a big part in, the way we look and what people see and what people, go by when they see our skin. It kind of ties in together. So, sometimes people would see someone that has acne and they're like, "Oh, you eat too much oil or you eat too much chocolate." Sometimes that's not the case. It could be something that's hormonal. It can be so many different things. But once again, we're just looking with our eyes and seeing that person with bad skin and thinking it's something wrong with the inside. It's not always the inside. Sometimes they just need a quick cleanup.
So I always thought when I broke out and when it came to different things, I thought it did come with bad eating habits. Because when I had bad acne, especially growing up in my high school, beginning of college years, and I always picked my skin. I got little scars and different things, and I thought I could never change that. With the different doctors and the dermatologists, and they gave me a lot of things, and it actually was bleaching my skin. It was actually making my skin lighter, where like my face was light, but my skin was, my neck and down below was darker. So it's amazing how sometimes we can be misguided. Like you said, the different things like food is not really always the food. It's just like you said, sometimes with, mature purity, sometimes it's just with other things. So
hormonal, mental, environment. There's so many different things that can contribute to people having problems with their skin. Sometimes it's emotional. We don't think about that. And I'm not saying that food is not a contributing factor. What I'm saying is that it is a portion, but it's not the only portion of someone having bad skin. So I've treated people that they've eaten right all their life, face full of acne. How about that? You see what I'm saying?
So
face
the fruit salad,
no dairy,
So if people can eat healthy fruit, vegetables, anything, you can still get acne. So y'all, whoever thinks us eating wrong is gonna get acne, you can get it too. So it's all different ways.
Yes. So yes, you can be mindful about how you eat, but it's that and taking care of your skin is what you're putting on topically. Sometimes there might be a product that's not right for your skin type, tone, and texture. That's another thing that can cause you to break out even more. You and I spoke a lot about balancing the pH levels to help, calm down your breakouts, because as we discussed, acne is a condition you cannot cure, but you can keep it at bay. The way you keep it at bay is by what? Coming in for regular treatments, and you're gonna eat right, and you're going to drink your water, and you're going to, try to minimize.
I'm hydrated. We are hydrated, yes.
And you're also going to minimize the stress level. Stress sometimes brings on a breakout. So those are things, all these are moving pieces in getting clear skin. Sometimes if I'm really stressed out, not getting enough sleep, I'll experience a little bit of breakout. Sometimes if it is that I use a wrong cleanser for my face, I'll break out. So it's not necessarily, okay, I'm eating fried chicken 5 days a week, and that's why I'm breaking out.
Uh-huh.
It's not always the case.
So you talked about different skincare products. Are there any like,
Yeah.
so what are some over-the-counter products that people can't always afford to be to get the products at like an esthetician or a dermatologist, which could be pricey. And some are affordable, but what are some over-the-counter products you actually personally recommend people who are trying to keep their skin and their acne at a mild level and not make
Yeah.
it worse, but keep it neutral? But what are some over-the-counter products you recommend?
So there's Cetaphil is a great brand to use over the counter. CeraVe, that's another great brand. Anything else over the counter that I like? Neutrogena, they have a percent salicylic facial cleanser. That's something else that you can find at like your local CVS. That those are the products, especially if you have acne, those are the types of products that you're gonna try to use. And obviously, and it's gonna blow your mind when I tell you this, you gotta moisturize. You're breaking out. You have to use more moisturizer. It may be a water-based moisturizer as opposed to an oil-based. Acne is an overproduction of oil in the skin. So skin is going crazy. The oil glands are pumping too much oil to the surface, and then getting clogged with the environment, the pollution, the dirt, and then you get a pimple. That's how a pimple is formed. So some people, they try to wash their pimples away. That's not going to. Some people, they try to exfoliate it away. Those things sometimes make it worse, especially with the exfoliation. It's spreading the infection to uninfected areas. Areas that doesn't have acne, you're spreading it now. All that pimple juice is going over here, going up here, going
Wow. And we do sometimes spread it. So the pimple, when we pop the pimple, the extra juices we do, that's just planting different like pimple seeds to make more acne. I never knew that. And you know why? Because it was happening to me, Kimo. It was happening to me. I'll pop a pimple. I'm like, all right, good. Go to bed.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, where did this one come from? Where did this one? So,
Yes. So you can also use witch hazel, rose water, things like that. Right after you pop a pimple, you want to wipe it away clean with a gauze or probably cotton, and then you're going to put a little bit of witch hazel. Witch hazel should be used on only active acne, not when you're not actively breaking out. So that's another cause intense dryness.
See, I would just use witch hazel. Like if I wash my face, I would just put witch hazel on a cotton ball and just wipe it on my face. But you're saying, like you said, I'm just repeating what you said, only put it on that affected area, not all over your face.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if it's not active, it's going to dry out areas that doesn't need the witch hazel. If you're looking for a toner that's a balanced toner, and remember, toners aren't just to cleanse the skin, toners are to hydrate. Hydrate. So when you think of toners, there's several different toners, many different toners, especially my skincare line. So for instance,
come on, Kimo, you already know I'm ready. Hey, I'm ready.
So my post you know how we do.
You already know. Kimo get me right, y'all. I got the Kimo. This to him. We're going to get into the products, but go ahead. I got them all right here. I got them all ready. So when you're ready, I'm ready.
So for the toners, you have hydrating toners, you have toners for brightening, you have toners that's going to spot treat, that's going to help with active acne. So it's just a matter of teaming up with your esthetician and having her guide you in the right direction for a good skincare protocol. Clear skin, good skincare protocol, you won't have a problem. And, I try to tell, my females especially that come in, you can't be a bad bitch with bad skin.
Yeah. That is true. You gotta make sure you keep it up with them Birkins. If that Birkin's clean and clear, you gotta make sure the presence is clean and clear at the same time. You can't be rocking the Gucci and you got popping. You gotta make sure it's good. So
instead of popping those bottles, you need to pop those pimples too.
Come on. And look, if you gotta make that a shirt. Don't pop them bottles if you ain't popping the pimples. It's also a cool thing, actually, when I went to you as an esthetician. Like you said before, you guys are literally professional pimple poppers. You were literally popping pimples the correct way, and I have no scarring or anything. So I will advise people to definitely take advantage of Kimo, especially because she's an esthetician in the area. Let people know where your office is as well.
So we're located at 8241 Georgia Avenue, downtown Silver Spring. Right now we have a lot of facial promotions. If you go on the website, we have facials starting at $75, which are the brightening. Then we have facials that are $99, and those are the deep cleansing facials. So actually I have it right behind me. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yes, come on, promotion.
Yeah. So we have all the facials that, you know, generally everybody starts with a deep clean facial, and that's a good point so I can get to assess and tell you what's going to be the next step. A part of coming into my clinic, one, you get the vibes because we listen to any kind of music, any which way. It doesn't always have to be, you know, the feng shui. Sometimes it could be trap. Sometimes it could be old school. Sometimes it's Beethoven. You never know what to expect. It's a Kimo Bentley
Kimo experience. You guys, I met Kimo. I met Kimo throughout, you know, working. You would get the station because Kimo's worked with the best and the brightest in the DMV all over. We're gonna get into that in a few. But when I met you, you know, it was like cool. I said, okay, esthetician, doctor, and make sure, you know, I'm cool, professional, and everything, which I always am. But when I walked in, I called it the Kimo experience. And I said the Kimo experience, and to me, which I want to explain to everybody else, was definitely an experience. I felt comfort. You know, we were in there. She was watching my face. We were listening to trap music. I'm here like, hey. She like, write me down. I'm going to be out. Yeah. Take on me. Up the pepper like, write me down. Like, we were in there having fun, getting our skin right, getting our laser treatments, and also we held a great conversation. So I call that the Kimo experience as well. So you go to Kimo, not only are you going to look good, you're going to feel good as well. But Kimo, I want to ask you, what do you think has kept you relevant and kept you, you know, popping through all these years? Because you've worked with, I know you've helped clear people's faces like Lovely 7. You work with like the DJ Quicksilver. You work with different athletes and different people. I know you're humble about it, you know, but I can cite you. But like, especially with Lovely 7, I know she's supposed to you a lot, and you still work with her to help her skin routine come together. But what do you think has kept you, you know, you relevant and kept you maintaining throughout all these years?
I enjoy connecting with my customers. So I don't look at you guys as just my customers. I look at you as family. So you come in if you want to cry throughout your facial, talk about your issues. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put on that Mary J. I'm not going to cry tear. And we're going to cry out. But by the end of that appointment, you're going to feel so good. And at least it's an hour where you get to leave everything behind and just focus on you. It's very, very client oriented. So I just want to focus on you, your self-care, your state of mind, your skin. You know, you get everything in that appointment that you need. And a lot of people, they tend to leave and they're like, oh my gosh, an hour's done already. And I'm like, yeah, it's done.
Schedule your next appointment. Come back before.
Yes. So, you know, I try to connect, and, you know, I've always done that. You know, I keep it real. You know, I connect with people. This is nothing phony or fake or, oh, your skin is beautiful. Like, if you jacked it up, and I'll tell you, I'm like, don't jack it up. I'll let you know. I'm like, I'm working hard, slaving on your skin. I'll beat you down for some skincare. So don't go out there.
I remember after I went to you, I was like trying to do like a little selfie in the sun. You texted me, said, get out the sun. I was like, oh. Okay, but the thing is, I appreciate that because you really care. You follow up, you hit me up, you like, hey, how's your skin doing?
Yes.
You saw me doing a live, you saw me interacting with somebody, and we naturally touch our face. You're like, don't touch your face, like you were on it because you know that people put in the money to get results, so you're gonna make sure they get their money for it. But I feel like that's gonna really I think that's what makes people the best. When you say they can relate and they really care. You're not just for the check. You're actually for the experience and seeing the results. Now, if you look at her page, there's several people you have before and after pictures with. Can you tell us some like crazy? What's been like your most craziest experience throughout your years of being an esthetician? Has there been like any crazy experience you had like with like different skin, or like even crazy experience, like bad experience, or even like crazy experience like this is great, like this is crazy, like these great results? Can you let us know like the good and bad experience actually?
So I'll tell you the good one first, and I like to give people realistic expectations. A lot of people, they come in and they expect, boom, one facial and my skin is clear. And listen, they've had acne all their life. They've had acne since they were like 13 years old, and now they're like in their 30s, and they're like having one appointment and they're thinking, my skin is gonna clear. So I'm like, no, your skin is not gonna clear. Realistic expectations, it's gonna be maybe 3 months, 6 months, sometimes 9 months. So, you know, it's good to tell people that. And I've told a couple of my customers that they were consistent with their appointments. Boom. When their skin cleared up, it was like they woke up and they're like, oh my God, I woke up like this. No, you didn't. You were coming here. You didn't realize it was this long, but it was about 6 months and skin clear. And they were so happy. They understood. They were educated. Like when you come in, I'm just not going to slap stuff in your face and not tell you what it is. I'm letting you know what it is, why I'm doing it at that particular appointment. And what is possibly needed for future appointments, you know. So it's more about me educating you about your skin. So by the time you're done and you come back, you can literally, you know, hit me up and say, Kimo, I think I need a peel because my skin is doing that weird stuff again. I've had people that has come through the program, and I know Lakeisha's here because she's one of them. She went through the program. You know, she had a lot of acne pigmentation. Skin was just not looking good, and I'm like, trust me, this is what you do, this is what you get, this is what we're gonna do. She had great results, and she's to the point now, she's like, girl, put me down, I need to come in for a peel. She won't even say, okay, well, I think it's a facial. She automatically knows because she sees the warning signs. Look, I need a peel, so you're going to put me down for this and this time. We're going to do this. I know I'm going to peel. I know I'm going to look crazy. But that's where I bring you to the point where you know that you're past the facials. Facials sometimes just kind of like keep you in a zone. It keeps you in a way that it kind of like keeps the acne at bay a little bit. But then you have that flare up and then you're playing this game of catch up. And I tell people, okay, 1 or 2 facials, yes, but then you got to come on, put on your big boy drawers, your big girl underwear. Let's do those peels. You're going to be looking like a hot mess. Sometimes 3 days, 5 days, 7 days.
Ooh,
and you talk on that.
Yes, I can definitely talk on that. I remember I got 2 pills from you. My first pill was light and it was chill. But when I got the lettuce F pill, now I was like, okay, why is it called lettuce F? I mean, the words describe itself. Let me tell you, I said, Kimo, I feel the next day. She said, not the next day, but about like the 3rd day, you're going to see results. The 3rd day came, I had my AD cream on because I was moisturized out here looking like a shining star. I was like, whoa, the skin was peeling. And it was amazing to see like the skin just like
was coming up.
Like a whole new, like my mom saw me, like she saw me peeling off my skin. She was like,
you weren't supposed to peel it off. You were just supposed to moisturize and let it.
You know what? I was, but it was just a few I just peeled off because it was amazing. But I didn't do a lot. But it automatically came off. And when I washed my face, it automatically came off. I wasn't just peeling. No, I didn't want to rip my skin. But
it can be so addictive. I know you see it, and it's like
yes, it was definitely an experience. Like that pill, and it's things I've always used to see people get them and like to experience it for myself. I was like, wow, no, you gotta make sure you lay low for at least 2 to 3 days, moisturize up, and that's when I really learned that moisturizing your skin really helps it as well because it helps get the dead skin off. And I was like, wow. I was like, okay, I can't go nowhere, but good thing we wear masks. Good thing right now we wear masks. Because this pandemic, you know, had me my mask on, so I did not look crazy at all. I just saw hair under, and that was good until I started peeling the forehead. And I said, that's why I knew the peel was strong, because it wasn't just doing my cheeks. It was my chin, my nose, and everything. But I want to speak about, since we're talking about the pandemic, since I brought that up, you being a CEO right now and an entrepreneur and having your own business, how is the pandemic? Is it affecting you right now in a good way or bad way?
Oh, it's affected me in such a great way. I'm so sorry to say all these people who are wearing masks, they're coming in to see us estheticians. I see my crew is on here. A lot of my estheticians from the DMV area stand up.
Hey.
Don't forget to put your information. Everyone I know can't come and see me, and that's why we'll get to that later. BlackEstheticians.org is coming. But let me just put the pause on that and go back to talking to pandemic.
Yeah, you know we get into that now, Kimo. Don't jump too soon.
So, I mean, the pandemic has been, you know, really good to me in terms of people are really becoming aware of their skin. They're like, they have this mask on for 8 hours, for 6 hours, for 5 hours, and they're realizing that it's causing irritation. It's causing maskne. It's It's causing acne. It's causing all kind of crazy situations going on. Like I have a promotion that it literally said, what you look like under your mask. And I'm going like this with my mask. And I'm showing people. I'm literally showing people like, look, my skin is clear under my mask. Let me see what you look like.
Yeah.
I dare you to show me what you look like under your mask, and not with a beat face, because there are a lot of people that are, you know, full face of makeup and then they're putting their mask on. That is so damaging to the skin. Like, listen, outside is closed. No time like now is the best time to get facials, to get peels, to get your treatments right. So when outside opens back up, you can choose to wear makeup. You can choose to, you know, use other modalities and other things on your skin. But right now, this should be your time of going hard, especially if you have dark spots, discoloration, acne. If you could have a whole acne situation going on, I could put that peel on you, and nobody would know because it's just your eyes. And
yes, I can attest to that. As a man getting it, I can. But you know, men, we usually don't really like care. But that lettuce F pill, I was like, okay, no, I'm looking a little crazy. Like when it was coming off, I felt like, you know, the Wiz, when the brand new day when they were coming out the shell, I felt like my new skin was just popping through. I was like, come on, new skin, just come on in. Old skin, bye, new skin, hello. Yeah. Literally, it's like, hello, fresh skin, literally.
People are afraid. They're so afraid. Oh my gosh, can you peel black skin? And, you know, I've heard that it burns and, you know, you can get a burn, and influencers peeling you and then a licensed esthetician peeling you, two different elements.
Yeah.
We're not buying peels off of YouTube. We're not buying peels off of eBay or Amazon. We are licensed professionals that have our reps come in and train us. My Dermalogica trainer is actually in here right now. You know, she's, you know, like giving consultations, information on what we do as estheticians. It's really, really important to get with someone, just not an esthetician, but a licensed esthetician. Make sure you walk into that facility, turn to the left or turn to the right, see that license on the wall. You know, ask them about advanced training, if they have training in peels. Everything is not a glycolic, ladies. Everything is not a glycolic, you know, and this is for my estheticians that are out there. There are so many other peels beyond glycolics that work well for skin of color, you know. So it's all about the education. It's all about educating your clients, your customers about these treatments that are available to people of color. You know, there's so much taboo around skin brightening and bleaching the skin and treating dark spots. That's a whole different conversation that we're gonna have to take on another night.
But you're preaching, like you said, educating as well. But I'm a man, and like you said before, like you were my first ever facial. You're the first ever person I ever went to get my facial, because I never thought. What is some advice you could give to the men out there who think, you know, it's a feminine trait, or that's for women to do, to go get a facial and a mask, who feel like they don't need skincare, they think they're fine? Because I know you do things that help men with their beard growth. But I want you to touch on that too. But what is some advice you give to the men out there to, you know, get facials and not be afraid of it? I don't think it's just a feminine trait. What is some advice you could give to them?
So the most masculine thing you can do is get a facial, because I don't want to be kissing on no bumpy face. I don't want to be kissing on no face that has a black head telling me hello. You know, I don't want to do that, you know. And sometimes, believe it or not, I will tell you, skin has a scent. I did a case study a couple of years back when I did my master's, and we had a bunch of seniors that exfoliated and a bunch of seniors that did not. And the seniors that did not exfoliate, you ever smell that old people smell?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
That's dead skin.
Wow. That's skin?
That's dead skin. With, like, you know, people don't exfoliate. Like, sometimes you can smell skin. So if you're boo, if you're bae, you know, you're close to them and you're going like that and you like, real talk. Like, you have to be able to be confident to come in and get a facial. It's nothing, you know, metro about getting a facial. You know, those are a lot of things that are taboo, and it shouldn't be. You know, I'm sure you get manicures as a man. I've seen a lot of masculine men get pedicures. You know, take care. Self-care is important for a man too, because the ladies are looking. I don't want to be laying up in the sheets with you and you cutting up my expensive sheets for those long toenails. Same thing with your face.
Uh-huh.
You know, I want to be able to touch a smooth face, you know, a soft face, and it's nothing, you know, as they like to say, fruity or whatever they want to say about it. It's not. Facials are for everybody. In every portion of their life, it's for everyone. Whether you have good skin, whether you have bad skin, it's good to have a facial. Facials are for detoxifying the skin. It's also a great stress reliever, and it also helps to maintain the youth. I'm 42 years old, and I'm very proud to say that. And it's because I've had good skincare throughout my years. Not only facials, but a lot of peeling and, you know, night creams and retinols and all the fun stuff. Men are getting aware of that stuff, but it's like they're not quite sure on what direction to go. You don't necessarily have to see a derm for this or a doctor, your primary care. You can literally book in with an esthetician and she'll get you right. She'll get you right, guide you. If you can only afford to come in once a month, you can just come in, get a nice quick cleanup. We're not even talking about the guys that have the ingrowing hair down here. We treat that too. That's something else that, you know, we take care of. It's dark and bumpy. Let me tell you, females, they're not a fan of that. We look at everything. We might not say, you can be driving Ferraris, Bentleys, whatever you call it. But if that skin don't look right, we look inside eye, like real talk.
All right, so my men who are on here, my men who will be watching this after we repost this,
yeah,
you heard it from Kimo. Go ahead and get that facial treatment. Go ahead and get that go to that esthetician, get that facial. It's not feminine. It's not a feminine thing.
Yes.
And it's not, and sometimes we be thinking, you know, I don't know about all that. But I learned this year when I had time to really take care of myself, my body, my mind, my mental, that you go ahead and take care of yourself. You know, men can have a spa day, you know, a man day, you know what I'm saying?
That's
but like
right.
You said, after these facials, one thing you told me and what I've learned, I've heard a lot, but you've been instilling it to me, is making sure after you get these facials, make sure you moisturize, yes, but also the importance of sunscreen. Can you explain to us the importance of that and why it's so important to wear sunscreen on your face? Because we always think, you know, oh, during the summer, when I'm about to go out to the pool or I'm going to go out, I need sunscreen. But you're saying it's an all year round type of thing. So explain the importance of that.
So sun is the #1 factor for aging skin. I started using sunscreen like in my teens, and you can see.
Oh, you got hip early. You were onto it early.
Exactly. So the sun ages the skin very quickly. It causes unevenness. It causes dark spots. It causes pigmentation. It causes a lot of problems later on. And the skin has memory. So what tends to happen is, okay, you're living your best life all summer long and you get in that tan. I don't know why in the world Black people want to get a tan, but they want to get a tan. And guess what happens? They do that, and then they come in and they got to go like this. Give me all of it, all the paper, because now they're like, oh my God, I'm so uneven. Oh my goodness. I have dark spots, sunspots, uneven skin tone. So sometimes the entire cycle of the summer would be done. You won't see anything. But at the end of the summer, that's when the blotchiness starts to come up. And then you're going to have to pay to get that corrected. So to prevent all of that, you're going to wear your sunscreen 365 days a year. Every day, even on days that are not sunny, because the UVA and UVB rays cause us to get pigmentation and dark spots. And what happens to people of color, because we are people that are filled with melanin, the body doesn't recognize when it's giving too much melanin. So when it gives too much melanin, when we're out in the sun baking, that's how we get that unevenness and dark spots and a lot of sun damage. We do deal with a lot of sun damage. So it's important to apply your sunscreen. Application is important. Like you were talking to me and you're like, oh, I think I'm putting it on wrong because it makes my face look white. Sometimes it could be the brand. Sometimes it could be application. Dime size amount. And you're going to go like this all over the face. There's no need to actually.
Don't rub, this pat. I learned that today early when we linked.
Exactly. And
Are there any
technically,
recommended
you need at least 1 ounce of sunscreen for your entire body. When you're out in the sun, like let's say in the summer, you need to reapply at least every hour. If you're going to be, let's say, sitting by the pool or something, you need to reapply. But at least 1 ounce needs to be head to toe.
Okay. Look, that's another fact. That's another thing I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I remember when I watch this over again. Also, are there any recommended sunscreens you prefer? I know we have like the Black Girl sunscreen, which is for like the black skin. Because I know, like you said, some do have me looking a little pale, and I'm like, maybe like you said, maybe I got the wrong sunscreen because I'm looking like black and white. I'm like, hold on now, I'm looking a little bit uneven. But are there any sunscreens you recommend for the melanin skin?
Oh, of course. Well, I totally like the Sheer Physical by Dermalogica. That's one that's on my products, like my star products. I do like Elta, ELTAND. They also have a clear version, which doesn't give that pasty white look. I also like Skin Science. That's another great sunscreen. Estheticians, if you're on, you can also put sunscreens.
Yes, drop some below. Come on.
Drop some sunscreens. I don't know all of them. So, hi, Boo. I see Sophie's in here. She was here. She was there last night.
How you doing, Sophie? Sophie, she got you right, right? Sophie, she got you right. Looking good, looking great.
Her journey is going to be amazing. We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff with her. So, stay tuned for that. But yes, the sunscreens, those are the few that I can think of off the top of my head. Not really a fan of Neutrogena because that's one of the sunscreens that gives that pasty white look. So, yeah. But Dermalogica, Invisible, Physical, it's an SPF 30. So SPF 30 and higher, that's what's most important. The LTND, that's a clear version, that's 45, and I think it goes up to 50. So definitely use those type of sunscreens. And obviously, if you're outdoors, you're going to reapply it. Okay.
And you think should we reapply it twice when outdoors? I read some sunscreen and they say, reapply, after 2 hours. Some of them do say that. How much do you recommend us to reapply for the face and the body?
Well, it depends on your time spent outdoors. Like I try to tell people if they're out there for more than an hour or so, reapply every hour at least.
Okay.
Reapply every hour.
Hey, look, Kimo, I'll keep it 100 with you. I wasn't doing that at all. All right, wasn't doing it at all. But we've been talking about a lot of other products and these name brand products. But I want to go ahead and get into your products. All right, you do specialize in your own products. You have a men's line called Him. You have another line for the women as well. So let's go ahead and get into your products and let people know what you have on sale and what you have available for us to help us with our skin as well. So do you want me to start off with some of the men products or you want to start off with?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have your body cream. Explain to everybody the body cream, all right? Because this is something that I actually use on my skin as well. And it smells good. It feels good on my skin.
And it's a nice masculine scent. So it's sandalwood. It's like a nice woodsy type of sandalwood scent. It's a body butter or a souffle. So it's really nice and lightweight. I feel like Vanna White on Price is Right.
Come on.
So the body butter is really nice and lightweight. It's not sticky. And typically that can be used every single day. And you see, he put on too much because a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. I put a little bit too much on the fingertips. I'm trying to make it look right. But you see that. You see it.
Yeah, so you can see a little bit goes a long way. So you don't need a whole lot. He could have actually used that for his entire body that one day.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah, but the sandalwood is one of my favorites for men. It's a really nice woodsy rustic type of smell.
Amazing.
Our products are lightly scented with essential oils. So definitely sandalwood essential oil, frankincense, really good, clean products that you can recognize. Like once you turn the label around, you can literally see the ingredients. So we're using like turmeric, we're using the shea butter, we're using really raw ingredients, things that you can literally find in your kitchen and whipping these things up, and there you go. You have body butters. As I said earlier, this line started when my daughter had eczema, and this was the bar that I used for her. The website, someone's asking about the website. The website is KyleOnTheMic.com.
Yes, and also her at name.
KyleOnTheMic.com.
Yeah.
But this is the eczema bar, and this is actually real steel cut oats that's in my bar. And this is what I used to clear her skin, and then I followed it up with an oatmeal body butter. I actually also divulge, as we were talking about the toners. I have several different toners that do different things. So if you have active acne, we have toners for that. Brightening toners, toners for hydration if the skin is too dry. We have our Him toner, which is a superstar product because it does everything. The men are quick, so they're exactly 1, 2, 3, they're out the door. They don't like to take a long time with skincare regimen. So that's why I made it really, easy for them to just, cleanse, tone, moisturize, and sunscreen. I do have moisturizers. My moisturizers are very lightweight. They're yogurt-based moisturizers. So you're not going to get a moisturizer that's all thick and pasty and oily. You're going to get a super, 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 like that. Do you see that? That's my moisturizer. It's really, really runny, and I did that on purpose because I wanted it to be, see that? I wanted it to be nice and like water-based.
That's
and you can literally
satisfying to watch.
Yeah, so definitely, that moisturizer is going to go on. It's also scented with peppermint essential oil, so you're going to feel that tingle. That tingle is normal. Love using peppermint. I think we spoke about that too. Peppermint is one of our active ingredients. Turmeric is one of our active ingredients in the line. Oh, and for the fall, we have a limited edition trio. So we have ginger spice that really smells like yummy ginger baked cookies. And we have pumpkin spice, which is like, if anyone has had the pumpkin spice coffee, that's kind of like what it smells like.
And that's what her office smells like. It smells like pumpkin pie, patty pie, pumpkin pie, patty pie. That's what it smells like in there. It smells so refreshing and welcoming. So I enjoy it. It smells great in there.
Yeah, so that's what we use in our line. A lot of essential oils, a lot of turmeric. Sometimes I have a lot of videos, showing that we're actually making, the products.
Come on, hydrate. That's right, Kimo. Let them know we hydrate around here.
I'm running my mouth, so it's like, oh my gosh. And then we have this product. This product is like,
I'm gonna use it tonight. The face mask.
So this product here, I'll tell you guys, this is always out of stock. I literally just stocked it just before I started the live. And this doubles as a face wash and mask. You can put it on and leave it on like a mask, or you can put it on and wash your face and wash it right off. So this is an activated charcoal face wash and mask. You're gonna put it on with water, a little bit of water, wet your face and take a dab and massage it in and wash it right off, or leave it on as a mask. This is a detoxifier. I like using active charcoal because it pulls out a lot of impurities. Charcoal is so yummy for the skin, and it's a natural brightener. So it's gonna brighten up that complexion instantly. So this is something that I definitely highly recommend. Men, you need to get this. Women, you definitely need this. If you see it's going out of stock again tonight, I'll try to restock it as soon as it goes out of stock, as fast as I can. But this is a product that is one of our top sellers in the skincare line.
Yes, and I'm so glad to have it. I'm going to try it for the first time tonight. I'm put it on. I may do it tonight or tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to try it as soon as I can, because that charcoal, I love me some charcoal. Now, like you said, it does brighten and help out the skin, but I know your products are organic and natural, and they're amazing for the skin. And I've tried several of your products, especially the toner so far, and the lotion. It has my skin feeling amazing. And the toner's been helping brighten my skin a little, too. When I get on lives, I feel like, Kyle, your skin and stuff like that. Well, y'all, here's the secret weapon. I wash my face, and I go ahead and I spray, 3 sprays of the toner, let it dry, and I put my moisturizer, which has sunscreen in it. My moisturizer has sunscreen in it.
That's right.
And I'm getting my skin back together, and I'm feeling great. Come on, you better spray. Come on, I'm afraid to. Yes.
That's what we do. That's what we do. That's why we have the glow, the serious glow. And look, boom, I see that glow coming up.
You see the glow? And come on. It speaks for itself. Ain't no filter over here, buddy. No filters. All natural now.
All natural. That's right. So the toners also help, when we're constantly putting the mask on and keeping it on for so many hours, it's going to dry out the skin. So periodically during the day when I'm treating, my clients, I'll sneak a little. That's what I do.
Yeah.
what has helped my skin. That's what has helped to keep down the acne. I have acne prone skin, and people will look at me like, oh, where? Yeah, but I seriously do. But I put a lot of work in, a lot of time. Like, this is gonna take, clearing skin takes work. It takes the investment of money. It takes time, being dedicated to your appointments, having an esthetician that is educated about services, the right services for you, so that she can tailor. Nobody's skin is the same. So this is not a cookie cutter. Okay, you're gonna get a glycolic. He's gonna get a glycolic. He's gonna get a, no, it doesn't work like that. We tailor skincare. I have estheticians that work with me. They'll come in if you know, you want to book with someone else besides me. I have Simone that's also an esthetician. I have Kalela that's also an esthetician. And Sydney's our wax base. She's very, very new to the team.
Yes, do the waxes, I know.
She's going to be starting. So we do have a great team of estheticians that's on board, and they all specialize in different things. So the Kimo Bentley Aesthetic Clinic is a place that you can come down, you can feel at home, you'll fit right in, and you'll just vibe. You'll just vibe for the entire appointment. It's literally like such a great experience just coming in from the time we see you at the door until it's time for you to go. You'll be too excited to come back. You're like, oh my God, can I make an appointment next week?
That's how I felt.
And that's how it goes.
That's often not just being on here. That was already my first impression. That's why I decided to keep going back with you. But I have one more question for you before we end the live. You know, in an hour, I know they cut us off. I don't want to lose nothing. But you've definitely been paving the way and definitely helping out a lot of us African Americans when it comes to beauty. So I want to end my last question with you explaining what are you creating, which is this Black Esthetician.com. Explain to us what that's all about, because you're definitely helping migrate and pave the way for more Black estheticians available here in the DMV, but all over for people who don't have them.
That's right.
A lot of doctors and estheticians, like you said, we started off saying when the live started, who aren't our skin color, who don't know that much about our skin, and give us false products to damage our skin. But you're creating a platform that's going to help, you know, give us access to different Black people, Black entrepreneurs who are doing it for us when it comes to skincare, health, and everything. So explain that to us before we end.
So estheticians, Black estheticians, especially in the industry, has always been like unicorns. You see maybe one or two, but not a whole lot. And as long as I've been in practice for about 21 years now, a lot of Black females and males that come to me, you know, they're like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. You're a Black esthetician. You know, you look like me, so I know that you understand my skin better. And it's not saying that we're talking negatively about the other races, but this platform that I am creating is specifically for Black estheticians so that it can be a safe place to learn, to network. And I was speaking to an esthetician today, for instance, and I was telling her, you know, an esthetician does different things. Some estheticians do makeup, some estheticians do lashes, some do facial, some do body contouring. There's so many estheticians that some do waxing. And you're not going to be great at everything. I'm the first to say, I suck at lashes. I don't do lashes. You know, I just don't do lashes. But skin?
Oh, you got that. Skin? Oh, I do that. Look, she does that.
I does that, you know, but lashes, you know, I don't. Waxing, I don't. Makeup, I don't. But, you know, estheticians have to find their niche. And once they do that, you know, you get a really good esthetician, and then you're able to build. So that network has the ability to locate an esthetician that is excellent, a superstar waxer, a superstar lash girl, a superstar makeup artist, a superstar facialist that specializes in acne, dark spots, pigmentation, specializes in body contouring, cavitation, for instance. That's pretty popular. Post-lipo treatments. There's so many estheticians that are in this DMV area that we don't even know about, and they're Black, and they need the clientele, but we don't know that they exist. So I encourage our estheticians, Black Estheticians to reach out to me, send me email, go on that KimoBentley.com website, put in your information so we can get that locator up and going. And it's gonna allow these people to reach you where you are and book your appointments with them and connect. It's all about connecting. This is not a competition, I'm better than you, that you're better than me. No, that's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to build a force of, I want all unicorns. Bad unicorns, bad chick unicorns.
Come on, bad
that
unicorns.
Educated, that they're beautiful, that they're confident, and I can say, here you go, my sister. I'm gonna send this person to you because I don't do this, but I know that you can hook them up. That's what I'm looking to do. And you know, you're not gonna worry about, oh, she's gonna take my customer, she's gonna take my client. That's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to specialize. We're looking to grow. We're looking to train. It's going to be a training hub. There are a lot of new estheticians that are coming out of school that don't know about the advanced modalities, or they might know, but they don't have the training on those modalities. So that hub is going to offer training, some of them virtual, some of them in person. You know, it all depends on what we're doing at that particular time, but everything is going to be on the blackestheticians.org. That page is going to have everything that you need, whether it's advertising, whether it's learning how to start your business, how to build a business. It's going to have so many different platforms so that you can just click and say, okay, I need training. Here's my link. Click, I need, you know, an esthetician to mentor me. We're going to have mentors. It's so many different things that we're going to make available to our estheticians, our unicorns that are in the DMV area and in other parts of the country. I have estheticians in Florida that are reaching out to me. Is the site up yet? It's going to be up. I'm looking at early November. Everything is going to be up and running. But just, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep conversating. We're going to keep this conversation going even after this live, because we're going to do a couple more videos and talk. We're going to talk to estheticians, other estheticians in the DMV area, and hear their specialties, because that's what's needed. We need people with your platform, Kyle, to talk to them. Hey, you know, this is what I offer. This is where I'm located. Something as simple as that can go a long way. Referrals, especially now during this time of COVID, is very important to keep the esthetician community alive, keeping the network alive. We need you. You also need us to help you keep clear under that mask. And that's what's really, really important to us.
Yes. You just preach. Come on. No, but that's a beautiful, first of all, let's do some clapping emojis for Pastor, you know, First Lady Kimo Bentley of First Baptist Black Estheticians. Come on. No, but all jokes aside, Kimo, that's definitely what we need. We got to lift as we climb. As you're progressing, as you're, you know, working with all these amazing clients and celebrities and influencers in the area, you want to make sure, you know, you can't do everything. You know, we're a jack of all trades, but we can't do everything perfectly. One thing you focused on was the skin. And as we can tell, and as I know for personal experience, you're going to make sure the skin is right. But like you said, you're open to saying your strengths and your weaknesses, and you can find somebody, another sister, another brother, another person out there who is getting overlooked in the DMV or around the world. But since we are in the DMV, and you can gain, look, here's a platform to help you out. As I grow, I want you to grow too. So, Kimo, everybody, if you haven't already, please follow Kimo Bentley. Follow her journey. She's been doing this for several years. She knows what she's doing, and that's why the stuff she's putting out is not just, you know, something she's just, oh, let me just go ahead and do this off the top of my head. No, she's been putting in the work, and she knows she has the right resources to help a lot of people out. So I'm so honored and happy that you were able to take the time out to be on here to help me out with my skin and just, you know, be a light and shine a light to other unicorns out here in the DMV and all over the world. So again, Kimo Bentley, thank you so much for being on. And it was a pleasure talking to you for this hour. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We always have great conversation.
Yes.
And I look forward to seeing you back in the treatment room. Yes. Guys, don't forget to log on to the website. We have a lot of sales, facial sales going on right now. KimoBentley.com. We have facials starting at $75. And we also have a lot of skincare products that are on sale. Some of the sales are between 25 to 40% off. So definitely log on to the website. It's an online booking platform, so it makes it really easy for you to select your time. No need to call us. You can book your appointment anytime that's available. And we can't wait to see you in the treatment room. Thank you so much, Kyle, for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
I'm looking forward to continuing this conversation in the near future.
Yes, and I cannot wait to keep coming and making sure my skin is getting better and better at any time, Kimo. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to be on. And we'll be in contact, of course. Much love. Be safe. Be safe. Enjoy your night. And thank you, my beautiful Black queen.
Thank you so much.